Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So yeah, last episode, which is a while ago now, I've been kind of busy with work and stuff. We played a battle against the British. They had a bunch of battleships, and I only had 2. They had 8. So I was able to sink, I think it was 4 of them. But, not sure. Yeah, the remaining ones were not that heavily damaged. I basically ran out of ammo because these British battleships are quite tanky. So I think it might be time to design some new battleships soon again. Basically, I want something with a little bit more punch than my Iowas, but not necessarily like super uber battleships with 20-inch guns or something crazy like that. Anyway, let's play a couple of convoy battles. Wait, I've played against their battlecruisers? Already forgotten. Let's do this one. We got 3 San Diegos versus a Gong class and some other ships and 8 transports. So let's keep on demolishing the Chinese convoys. And we're up against the battleship Thong. I did not come up with that name. And we're already firing on something. We are on a new patch, by the way, optimized X2. Keep on killing this, whatever it is. Light cruiser, DD. Probably a DD. I think it was 1 DD and 1 torpedo boat. Yeah, you optimized the patch. The AI is supposedly a little bit more aggressive. Doesn't automatically try to go to max range all the time, as they have done. Okay, San Diego, you can target that one. There we go. Finally a hit. Some more hits. And even more hits. Are we in torpedo range? Yeah, definitely. Has the enemy launched torpedoes? Well, who knows? That looked like a torpedo launch to me. We're fine. We're good. If only the Salem can avoid. The Salem avoided. Now let's get the battleship. The Thong. It's been requested that I show the enemy taking hits more often. So I'm gonna try and remember to do that. Of course not when I'm trying to dodge torpedoes or anything like that. This does not have torpedoes, does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. There we go. We are getting the flooding in. Yeah, Thong, you messed with the wrong squadron of cruisers. My San Diegos have already claimed so many of its sisters. Let's force AP. I want that flooding. It's a naval arms race. Death by fire, not really that reliable. my preferred method of deathing enemy ships. Flooding. Still plenty good. Turn the other cheek. There we go. Lots of flooding taken. Just gonna get in close. This should be the end of the thong. Surrender, actually. Now, let's just finish off these transports real quick. Let's see, you don't need all 3 of my super heavy cruisers focusing the same transport. And now I want to force HE. No, I guess I don't, because the furthest ones are too far away for HE. These transports cannot run away though, not at 14 knots. I guess HE works. There we go. Onto the HE. See, it's doing the formation thing, trying to get in behind another transport, which is just kind of silly. And Tengzhou, last one standing. No, wait, there's another one here. Oh, there was. And there she goes. Yeah, San Diego's getting it done. Like, they're kind of pricey, but for what they do, I'm gonna say it's worth it. It's not like I'm lacking money. Let's see, one more convoy. One light cruiser. Fargo class uses Detroit versus a long fog, a DD, and a torpedo boat, and a single transport. Can she get it done though? Well, it's my fastest light cruiser class. I think it is. Are these worth the cost? Probably not. They're more expensive than the San Diego class heavy cruisers, and they are nowhere near as capable, other than being faster. And here we go. Let's see. Spotted the enemy. Has the Detroit class, Fargo class I mean, been on the thumbnail yet? I don't think so. What's your good side? I guess like so. Yeah. Looks like a very fast and sleek ship. That hull I built on. but it turns out you need a lot of engine to make it go this fast. And a lot of engine means a lot of money. What's my range? 17.8. Means I cannot really exploit my superior spotting range. Yeah, enemy light cruiser has more or less the same main gun range as I do. There we go, getting those hits. What kind of ammo do I have? Capitalistic, capitalistic. There we go, here's the torpedo. Ooh, that's a big fan of torpedoes. I can outspeed them. Gunner's having a hard time keeping up when I'm maneuvering like this, but they just have to deal with that. So far though, yeah, it's going well. Was that the light cruiser? I don't know. One of them was. It's probably this one, right? Yeah, that was the light cruiser. Do you have torpedoes in the water? It might have. Wow. Let's just catch up to the transport. Yeah, I was just about to start thinking that these cruisers are kind of overpriced and not very capable, but turns out they do get it done. Granted, this is like twice as expensive as the entire enemy task force it just sank, so worth it? I don't know. I'm thinking some of my other classes that are half the price of this could have done it maybe just as well. But they do look kind of cool in their own way with the 4 funnels. So yeah, that was a couple of convoy missions. Let's see what the next month has in store for us. Alright. Are we just gonna hit next month, or let's see, what do we have in store actually? That's the Missouri and New Jersey. Somehow back to 75 and 71% ammo? Let's see, do I have any fast ships ready? Yeah, I got this force here, Alaska, Guam. They were initially just gonna sit here and wait for missions to be generated. But I'm thinking they can try and fight this force here. Battleship, battlecruiser, and some other ones. Should make it here in one turn. Meanwhile, the Missouri and New Jersey are heading home for repair and to get some more escorts because I kind of lost all the DDs that they had. And here, oh yeah, we're starting a an invasion of, was it Northern Ireland? Or let's see. Yeah, we started one. As I said, it's been a while since I've had time to play, so I kind of forgot what I did last this turn. Onwards to October. Let's see. First, a strike. Sanctuary transports. That's fine. And we're gonna do the same against Belfast. And here we go. Got lots of meetings this turn. So that's cool. Royal Alfred class battlecruiser. That's a budget-friendly battlecruiser. Only 30 knots, not super fast. 8 12.3 inch guns. But yeah, that's very, very budget-friendly. It's cheaper than my Baltimore class heavy cruisers. Definitely cheaper than the Fargo class light cruisers. And my Lexington class battlecruisers. Yeah, let's go. Ooh. What's up with the reversed super firing main gun turrets there? I was just about to say that on paper the enemy battlecruiser looks quite sensible. But let's see, heavy cruisers, you're just gonna fall in behind the battlecruisers. Light cruisers, you can do some fun stuff with that insane top speed of yours. Torpedo boats are just going home. They are again just in the task force to protect from submarines. Enterprise, Yorktown. The cruisers can screen against the DDs and torpedo boats. We're gonna reduce you down to cruising speed. Then we're taking a pretty hefty 12-inch hit right off the bat. So Denver, you're just gonna detach and go home. Meanwhile, Fargo will get to deal with the EDs and torpedo boats. Torpedo hit? That's not one of my torpedoes. That was an enemy torpedo. So we're gonna maneuver a little bit, because that tipped me off that there were torpedoes in the water. Another torpedo hit. Ooh, and yeah, Fargo took some torpedoes there. That's a lot of torpedoes incoming. Can I thread the needle with the Enterprise? Enterprise took one. That means Fargo is... Gosh darn it. I don't want to lose my ridiculously expensive light cruiser like this. Enterprise took the torpedo on the chin though. Secondaries. These are some very decent DDs, very fast. Yeah, fast torpedoes. Fun getting shredded. Tulsa, Baltimore. Let's take a look at this. Now, these are both heavy cruisers. Same class. Around same price point as mine, same speed, decent armor, Gen 1 radar, 8.3 inch guns. But they've got 15 of them? Yeah, they do. And torpedoes. It's not pretty, but I guess kind of like a Japanese setup, if you think about it. Don't know why they used this barbette, but for an AI design, it's kind of sensible. I'm liking that it has decent armor after encountering so many ships with basically no armor. Let's take a look at the battlecruiser. Not yet identified, but yeah, it's kind of dumb having the A turret super firing over the B turret. I guess if they both want to fire into the main tower. Apart from that, it's not too terrible. Enterprise taking some fire here. Yeah, so my plan with using the light cruisers as screens kind of failed. Oh, here come more torpedoes. Quick pause. That's not good for the Enterprise. I'm gonna have to do a hard break here. And I think we're not going to be able to avoid that one. Dud torpedo. I was lucky. Okay, I guess continue the turn. Can't reverse rudder. why I don't really like zooming in too much on the enemy ships. You just kind of lose situational awareness. But before the battlecruiser disappears under the sea, it's been identified, so we can actually take a look at it. Many bulkheads. As I said, cheap, not terribly fast for a battlecruiser. Not that good armor. Gen 1 radar, stereoscopic 5. Mark 4 12.3s, so not super terrible, and for the price, like, definitely not bad. It's kind of similar to some of my heavy cruisers, actually, in terms of capabilities and price. This battleship, though, also very slow. We've seen it before. It's got 6 14.1s Mark 4, and that's it. Nothing else. Now let's get back to sinking the rest of the British Navy. And we're gonna do a reverse course here. Looks like the enemy is doing it too. Hampshire went down. Two DDs are dead. Let's kill this before it reloads the torpedoes. What kind of torps do you have? Standard ones, I think. Now, battlecruiser, focus on the battleship. And you're gonna load AP. There we go, getting some good hits in. What kind of armor did you have? Yeah, that's kind of thick. Let's see. Turret armor? Yeah, very thick turret armor. So I'm not gonna blow those up. Correct SC and Amatol, I think that's quite combustible. That doesn't really help me much when I can't penetrate and set it off. I guess it's gonna be flooding or surrender. Probably gonna be flooding, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be flooding. The advantage of not having any secondaries is that you don't have a lot of crew manning thinly protected weapons. So the crew loss here is probably just from the main tower. But yeah, that's a decent victory. A bit too much damage to the Enterprise though, so this task force will probably have to go home for repair as well. I've got another couple of battlecruisers sitting in Malta, and I think they can just keep sitting there and maybe generate some missions or something. But that's not the only battle we have. Oh, wow. How many battleships versus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battleships, 2 battlecruisers, 4 heavies, a DD and a torpedo boat. Against my 1 battleship. But she does have 4 San Diego class very heavy cruisers, so that's something. Yeah, the Lord Nelsons. I think that's the only battleship class they have in service. Like they just mass produced them. Furious class. No, that's not the same. That's the Royal Alfred from last battle. Furious class. That's a new one. 37.3 knots. And only 788 million. Armed with 10 17.1 inch guns. Now that's quite impressive. Let's see what we can do. I don't think I can sink all of them. I'm pretty sure I can't. But we can give them yeah, a good licking or something. Yeah, this is gonna be quite the battle. First of all, torpedo boats. You've done your job. Especially the 30 class. You're kind of useless. You don't have the range. You don't have the speed. You have a 30 class here too, right? Yeah. Decent for submarine protection, but that's about it. Now here we go. One squadron of 4 39 class. A little bit faster. A little bit more range. Maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe they can actually get close enough to launch. Again, heavy cruisers, you're just gonna follow the USS America. Fargo class lights. I can kind of try and screen against the enemy light ships. America already taking hits, but when you're that big, you're kind of hard to miss. America taking lots of hits. What is this? What are you you focusing on, America? Is that the battlecruiser? No. Why are you focusing on a light cruiser? These are the battleships. This must be the super battlecruiser. Yeah, 17.1s. What kind of range do you have on those? 35. Okay. So they're not Mark II or anything useless like that. So we're gonna focus that one first. That's a lot of damage taken on America. Okay, my torpedo boats have been spotted. Let's see, range to the battleships. They are in range. Decent spread, I think. Now you can go home. Hopefully we're gonna get some hits out of that. These are 24-inch torpedoes. Got a torpedo hit on something. Let's see here. That one took a torpedo. The rest of these look like they're gonna miss. This one is gonna hit. Gonna hit a battleship. No, it's also gonna miss. Or maybe not. No, it's gonna hit this one. So 3 torpedo hits out of that. But America is not doing well. Did I not give you good armor? That's decent armor. It's got 50 damage instability now, so it's not really hitting enough. It's just taking way too much fire. What are you doing now? You're doing something you're not supposed to do. You added yourself to the formation of the cruisers. It's not something I told you to do. actually started changing course because before I could stop it. I need to get out of range of those battleships. My range is 53. So I outranged them by a lot. If I could just open up the range, get that damage and stability down. Fargo's come back here. Torpedo boats are running. Yeah, they did damage. They're out of torps now because they don't have reloads. Yeah, that's the massive battlecruiser. That's not the one giving me problems, I think. No, it was mainly the 14s on the battleships that did damage. Let's see, it's identified. Furious. Mark IV 17s, okay. So it's got very decent guns. Penetration is kind of crap. What kind of shells do you have? Standard AP, incendiary HE, light shells, reduced ammo, Gen 2 radar, armor, 9-inch, main belt, 3.1 main deck. At 42 kilometers. I think I actually can pen that with HE, which is probably why it's firing HE. But you know what? I think AP is still going to be better in this case. We're gonna have to take our time here. Kill one battleship, but oh, they're on low fuel. At least the torpedo boat is. Meanwhile, over here, our light cruisers are back. I hate when I misclick. Mystic. There we go, shredding it. Gotta use AP because HE didn't quite have the range, but it seems to be effective. It was. my light cruisers are taking too much punishment, and there's the torpedo. Good. Without their speed, they don't really have a lot of protection. We don't quite have the oh, more friendly torpedo heads. Damage instability down to 24. I think heavy shells on the America class. New Orleans is gonna sink. Not really something I can prevent at this time. Why are you not firing? There you go. New Orleans went down. Ooh. Stealthy torpedoes? Do they have stealthy torpedoes? That one does not. But that's a different class. It has stealthy torpedoes. Minus 46. Yeah. Okay, let's select targets here. Helena, Fall River, Brooklyn, Los Angeles. America is down to minus 17 for damage instability. Let's go back to auto. There we go, flooding hit on the battlecruiser. But I think damage instability is gonna go up now because the enemy battleships are in range. Head away again. Now I'm the one kiting the AI. How the tables have turned. Helena, you can now target the warrior. this kind of chase, the enemy battleships actually have an advantage because they have all their firepower mounted forwards. They're chasing. I've got only 1/3 of my firepower aft. I want to sink the Furious. Now, sadly, the America cannot go back for repair because she's gonna invade Ireland. Kinda need her tonnage. Furious is not yet sunk. Force AP on you again. Because I need that. Ah, actually extensive fire. You're now firing at 38 kilometers. What kind of 4-belt armor does this class have? 2.8. It's not too impressive. Sure, we can pen that. I think we already have. Target locking also or something? No. Warrior has surrendered. Now you're not to target the battleships, you're to target the cruisers. Probably don't, yeah, you don't have that much ammo left. Come on, Furious, just sink. It doesn't take much. But like, I do need some hits. Okay, we're gonna force AP on America again. Because it's the flooding I need. That might be it. Los Angeles taking some hurt. down to only HE now. Ricochet. Flooding, was that it? Maybe. Down to 7%. So basically I do need more battleships. Because taking these fights when I'm this outnumbered, not really working out. Is that the end of the Furious? I think that's the end of the Furious. It's the end of the Furious. Okay. You may now do what you can against the battleships. You're firing now at 35 kilometers. That is fine. It means you're out of range from return fire. Done an not very impressive 30,000 damage, considering the numbers I've seen from some of my other battleships. That's kind of nothing. We'll see. Main gun. Los Angeles, you're gonna detach and go home. You don't need to be here anymore. Actually, none of these do, because they're all out of ammo. America's the only one left. I lied, I do need you as spotters. Because it's evening. There we go. Finally some decent hits. I'm gonna keep going until the America runs out of AP. And then we're just gonna go home. It was not really a super impressive battle so far. At least America is proficient at deleting heavy cruisers. killing that one. It's almost dead. That should be the end of it. Yep. Now we're taking return fire. But the enemy battleships are also out of AP. And they have what kind of HE? Base fuse. Oh, you're firing HE again. AP. You got 76 left. It's not much, but it's not nothing. This is getting a bit too hairy. Get out of here. Hoping some of my parting shots can actually score some hits. Firing now at 29 kilometers. And you're now out of AP. Have too much armor for the HE to do anything useful. And here we go, we get weather overcast. Perfectly timed for me to run away. It's counted as a victory. Not sure I would call it that. We sunk 6 ships. 5 of the heavy cruisers, Aditi, and the battlecruiser Furious. Battleships all survived. One taking some damage, but most of them are pretty superficial. Yeah, the America. Not really doing that much. We score by damage dealt. Cochrane, 18,000. Now we get all the British battleships doing not really that much in terms of numbers, but like very consistently. Now that was that. I lost one very expensive cruiser, but The terrible class heavy cruisers are also very expensive, so guess it's not too bad. This one we're doing next time. Mars class battleship. Okay, so they do have something other than the Lord Nelson. 18.1-inch guns. Alright. 6 of them. And it's decently fast. Not that expensive. So yeah, that's for the next time. But yeah, it's obvious that our navy needs more battleships. Because with half my navy engaged against China and only the other half facing off against Britain, yeah, I'm finding myself very much outnumbered, which would not be a problem if the enemy ships were completely terrible, but they are not. They are actually quite decent. Well, as far as AI designs go. Decent enough that being outnumbered 8 to 1 is not that easy. Well, that's it for now. Goodbye, and take care.